This is the Road to ADCC Trials Video 3, where I'm documenting the training that I'm doing for the upcoming ADCC Trials happening in about 5 weeks. Doing an upper body workout today. We're also going to mix in some cardio to get my heart rate up, help with the weight cut, all that good stuff. First thing I'm doing is an upper body warm-up flow. Whew. Man, that was tough. I'm gonna hit some farmer carries now and do a bit of odd object training. And then I'm gonna finish with some sprints. But first, I wanna thank the sponsor for this video and my first sponsor on the ADCC trials, the Laughing Dragon. So if you're in the Missouri area near Springfield, Missouri, check out the Laughing Dragon. It's a glass shop in Marshfield, Missouri. They also sell really great CBD products, Delta 9 products, and all the stuff that you need to help you recover after training. So thanks to Trent and the whole squad at the Laughing Dragon in Marshfield, Missouri. Well, it's been a couple of days since I filmed anything. I've actually done a horrible job of documenting this training camp so far this week. So I'm gonna try to do a better job in the coming videos. But yeah, it's been a couple days. So I've trained about 4 times Jiu-Jitsu since I made the part of me working out like a couple days ago. Totally failed to film most of it. But now I'm here at Springfield Fight Club for their open mat, and I'm going to be rolling hard, trying to get my face smashed in. What up?
What's up, man?
What's up? How you doing? Good. So up first, I'm going with my training partner, Nate Perez, MMA fighter, wrestler, Jiu-Jitsu phenom. And Nate's really hard to hold down. He's a really good wrestler, and he's very quick. So shoot for a double leg there, and I try to turn into an ankle lock, but he's pretty wise to this one. He tries to hit a knee cut, ends up getting on top a little bit. I try to invert. I'm trying to go for that backside 50-50 position, but end up instead getting to rubber guard. And from here, I'm trying to pull my foot in front of Nate's face, but he does a good job of defending. I'm able to get it there eventually, though, but he's doing a good job of hiding his face. He rolls through. I get on top. I really like that sweep a lot lately, trying to roll people over using the omoplata. It seems to work a lot better than trying to submit people with the omoplata. So there I hit a little truck roll, try to take the back, but he does a good job of turning his shoulders to the mat, getting up, and we reset. But yeah, that truck roll, I like doing that when I feel like I'm going to lose the position, but that time it didn't work out for me as well. So here we're trying to look for something, trying to hit some sort of a shot or work on my wrestling a little bit. And he's doing a really good job of keeping his legs away. Try to shoot in there, but he posts, he reshoots, and I'm trying to look for a counter here, but he's able to get me down just by circling like crazy, running the pipe, and causes me to have to wrestle back up. He gets a front headlock, but I'm able to circle out of that, and I hit a reshot. Doesn't really do anything. I got to work on that finishing mechanics there for that single leg, and we hit a roll, trying to get out, and Nate is a lot better at wrestling than I am. He's got his balance there, even though I'm trying to hit those foot trips, and those foot trips look a little half-hearted. I could probably go a little faster on those. It's helpful watching this stuff because you see so much about your game whenever you're watching. Like, man, I should be squatting a little bit more, I think, and not having my legs quite as straight. My back looks a little bit bent, and my legs look a little bit straight, and I'd like it to be a little more the opposite. I'm able to get a takedown there, and just trying to stack pass a little bit, hit a leg drag, but mostly just trying to get around his legs, past the guard. And Nate is really hard to control from here. Trying to look for something, but he's doing a really good job of staying balled up here. And it's time. Okay, getting around next with my buddy Ryan, who just got his black belt the other day. Congrats, Ryan. Ryan's a lot bigger than me and always gives me good rounds. One of the best training partners that you can ever possibly have is this guy, because he always helps you out, and he's just very gentle, if that makes sense. Like, we always have a tough round, but it's not like we're trying to kill each other necessarily, which is great because you can go for a long time at that pace and get to work a lot of stuff. But here I'm able to wrestle up and get out of the mount, utilize the lockdown there to get to half guard, and then just kind of stood up from there, trying to get some sort of back exposure here. And I think I end up in some sort of a modified crucifix. So yeah, I'm not able to get my hooks in just yet. He's a lot taller than me, and he's doing a good job of keeping his butt to the mat. But I'm able to hold his hand and get a grip around the neck, and then I'm not able to trap that other arm. That's what I'm looking to do, is try to trap that, his left arm. But I am able to kind of cover over top of his elbow, so that makes it hard for him to free that arm. But it's not very ideal. So really all I've got is his hand and a grip around his head, and I'm trying to kind of grab up his elbow there. But it's not a very strong grip, so he's able to defend pretty easily, and he's getting his shoulders to the mat. And I'm looking to try to get to mount or something like that from here. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I end up getting him out. He ends up resetting the position and get back to guard.
taking a shot. He goes for a guillotine, but I head roll. Thanks to James Krause for teaching me that. And I get out, knee cut, and get around to side control. From here, I'm looking for some sort of north-south choke or just trying to see what I can create, but mostly just trying to keep pressure on him and wear him out a little bit. Also, take a breath myself. Trying to go to scarf hold, put a little bit more pressure on his rib cage that way, and I'm looking to step over and grab his head with my legs, and I go for an arm bar here. So I'm trying to straighten out that arm, get a elbow lock, but he's doing a good job of keeping his hand safe. Okay, we kind of went off camera there, but we reset back in the middle. From here, I'm looking to pass, looking to hit that knee cut. Trying to pass from here, trying to get some sort of a cross face going. But Ryan's doing a good job of defending. Here I'm looking for a Peruvian necktie, but Ryan's doing a good job of hiding his head. He's doing a good job of pushing that knee off of his head, which is where I'm trying to apply some pressure. But I'm able to sit back up, try to get to north-south. And I'm just looking to create any sort of opening here. But he's doing a good job of defending, turtling up. And he inverts there, but I hit a little back step as he does. And I get to my 411, and I get the knee bar. My coach, Renee, in Germany, used to hit that on me all the time. Every single time that I would invert, he would hit that on me. So shout out to Renee for teaching me that by doing it to me a million times. And here, Ryan starts back on mount. Trying to start from some bad positions just so I can work on some escapes. And just trying to work off my back a little bit more. That way I can feel confident from those positions if I end up stuck there for any reason. So working on escaping, and I'm able to roll out, and we go off camera. So back in the middle, looking for that Peruvian necktie again. And this time, I think I'm able to get it. I was doing a little bit better job of keeping that knee tight against his head, and was able to get it that time. Been trying to play with that a lot more lately. I really like setting it up from the front headlock series. And just continuing to work here off my back. This time, trying to straighten that leg out. I really like trying to go to the lockdown position from here. End up going to my knees, but it's just to try to trap that leg. So I go to my knees for a second, trap that leg, I turn back into him. And I'm trying to play from half guard here. So I'd like to go to lockdown, but he did a good job of hiding that foot. So I go to butterfly half guard instead, trying to get a half Nelson here. So that way I can try to turn him over the other direction. But it's also just a really uncomfortable spot for him to be in. So I feel pretty strong there with the half Nelson grip. And I'm able to roll him a little bit with that and get on top. And looking for that arm bar. Really like this position here, north-south, where I've got my knees up over top of his face, and I think the timer goes off here. So always a good round with Ryan. Up next, going with my buddy James. Been on the podcast before. Also a bit bigger than me. We start standing from this time. Here I'm able to get a deep underhook. I try to go for my Ogoshi hip sweep, but he does a good job of kind of defending. But I'm able to get into this kind of go behind position where I'm kind of on the side. And I use this takedown that Marshall Kemp taught me, where I just kind of lean over in that direction, drops him on down. Thanks, Marshall, for showing me that. So here I'm trying to work on something. Trying to get in that reverse scarf hold position that I really like. And from here, I was trying to grab up his leg, but he hit it. And just trying to work here, north-south. I really like this position a lot. I'd take north-south over side control whenever I can, personally. Trying to get something going here, but he's doing a pretty good job of defending, making it hard for me to step over to mount or anything like that. But I'm still able to get it. Try to get the back. He tries to go to his knees to try to get out of that, but kind of leaves his back exposed while he's doing that. So I'm able to wrap him up, roll back towards the back position. Trying to trap that arm with my legs, but he's doing a good job of hiding that arm. Can't really see, but locking up that body triangle. And get that in there. Now I'm looking for that choke, which I can't really see from this angle. And finally get it. He did a good job of hiding his chin and defending out of that one, but had to snake my hand in a little bit. So here I get to that same position that we were in before, just kind of lean into him. I'm able to get right to mount this time, which is what I want to do, and try to flatten him out. And I'm looking for that head and arm choke from here, trying to bite that in and get it. So had him a little bit tired this time from the first round. This time I'm able to get that underhook pretty quickly. And trying to do this foot trip, but I end up opting for kind of a move where I kind of throw his arm over. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically kind of step in front of him and I hit that little kind of hip bump to the side and it throws him down, and I was able to get on top and hit a smother choke that time. So trying to look for that slide by there, but he does a good job of defending that, but I'm still able to get to that underhook. So I look for that hip bump throw, but didn't really work. I should have got my knees a little bit lower. And from here, I'm able to still get around to that go behind position and hop up on top to take the back. And I get the same finish as before. Body triangle that leads right to the rear naked choke. One of my favorite sequences. So trying to drill that a lot, hit that a lot, leading up to the trials. From here we reset. Hit a little jumping guillotine, get to that go behind, try to hit a Ukuri Goshi, but he defends, but I'm still able to take him down and get on top, get right to the mount again. And from here, I already got one hook in there on the back, looking for the other one, but try to roll for it, and I end up hitting a calf slicer this time from the truck position. So resetting here. I think we still got one more round, or one more time through. So it was only like 30 seconds on the clock this time, so I'm trying to move. End up getting him down, getting my hooks in, and just trying to work on finishing from the back. From here, working with my buddy Tony in the gi. He's training for a gi tournament, so I wanted to wear that kimono thing that people seem attached to. So I go for a shot. He ends up pulling guard. We're going a little bit off camera here. most of this round unfortunately happened off camera. But anyway, we're working. He was able to get back to his feet, trying to pull guard. Tony really likes that half guard, that deep half guard position. So he's always looking for that, looking to try to sweep me over. I'm trying to knee cut, but he's done a really good job of defending. And we've ended up here quite a bit during this round where I'm trying to knee cut or I'm trying to maybe backstep into the 411 or something like that. And he does a good job of just kind of balling up and not letting me get anything, not letting me get a pass, not letting me get a leg lock or back take. Yeah, but there I'm able to try to backstep, but you see how he kind of turns right into me. So he's doing a really good job of following that pressure. So that way, whenever I backstep and I try to get into the 411, he's right on top of me, and I can't really do that. So very frustrating. Okay, most of that went off camera, but here I shoot again. We're back to wrestling. A little bit of hand fighting. Gives me a nice little shove, and he pulls guard. From here, he goes half guard, and we're back to where we just were. So I'm trying to pass with my knee cut. I try to backstep. He does a good job of defending, and I'm able to just kind of stay in this position. So he's trying to go for that. He went for that cinnamon roll sweep, and he got it. He got on top. He's doing a good job of pressuring. I turn, and he's looking to get those hooks in. I'm able to backstep from there, and I'm trying to still put him in that 411 if I can. But he's doing a good job of hunting the back, and I'm just kind of walking there, just trying to stay calm, stay nice and slow, and I can't quite get those hooks in. So I'm still technically kind of on top, but I don't have any weight on him really. So I'm just trying to kind of stay in this position where he can't get his hooks in, and I'm trying to find some sort of an angle that I can turn back into him, or that I can maybe turn away towards his legs. So I end up getting back to my knees and get back to the guard. From here, I probably should have wrestled up. Well, there you go. I do stand up. So as soon as I say that, I stand up. But yeah, I want to wrestle up a little bit faster from that position next time. So here we end up in that same spot. He's got me in half guard. I'm trying to knee cut, and he is doing a good job of kind of navigating my balance. He's trying to get around to the back there, and I'm able to, when he does that, I'm able to go for a leg entry. So when he goes and he tries to take my back this time, I'm able to come up into something that Dean Lister showed at one of his seminars, where basically I've got my legs over top of his, trying to go for a knee bar on one foot and a toe hold on the other. So whenever he defends the toe hold on one leg, I'm hunting for the knee bar on the other. But Tony is doing a fantastic job of defending. He's kicking his legs like crazy, and he's able to actually get back on top. So he did a really good job of defending that, and he turned up the gas a little bit to get me back to my knees. And I should have turned into him a little bit more there, try to get back to my knees, and trying to wrestle out. And able to get back to my knees, and I'm able to get in a front headlock, and I'm looking for an escape there, but the timer goes off. So that was a great defense by Tony. So I was really thought that was a great defense that he had there, where he defended the legs really well, and he was able to kick up and get on top. Up next, I'm rolling with Dimitro, my new friend. So this is the first time that we'd ever rolled together, and gets me in this one. So I was very, very impressed with this guy. He had really good submissions, really good offense, and it gave me a good round. So here I'm trying to start in the mount, trying to work on escaping from those bad positions again. And right away, he's hunting for that arm bar. So he's going up and he's trying to hunt for the arm bar, or he's trying to take the back. And he just did a very good job of attacking me all the time. So I'm able to hit a leg entry there, and I'm able to roll him over, but he shoots. He's able to get back on top. Tony there adjusting the camera for us, my man. And yeah, something that I think is important is I asked all these guys if I could film this, by the way. I don't condone just like filming rolls and then not asking people about it personally, but just so you know, these guys, we were all hyped about being filmed. Everyone was like, yeah, we're gonna freaking, watch our stuff. So everyone really, I think, has gotten a lot out of recording these rolls and watching them. That's at least been the feedback that I've gotten. But guys, definitely ask your training partners if you can film. Don't just film because you want to. But anyway, he's got me here in a really nice triangle. I'm able to stack. I'm trying to get that leg over. Something that one of my training partners, Spielin Dimitrov, taught me is whenever you're deep in the triangle, you can throw those legs over, but I'm able to instead kind of get to mount, get my head out, and escape the mount position. But he's got me in side control. So I'm able to throw my legs on over, wrestle up from there, and I'm looking for a Seoinage hip throw, but man, I got to turn my shoulder a little bit more there. So he was really good at defending that. I should have bent my knees a little bit more and turned my shoulders a lot more. So I'm able to wrestle up from here, and this is where I think he snatched up that armbar. No, that came later. So don't know if you can see right here, but I'm in a triangle choke again. They do adjust. Yeah, that's very nice. Thanks, guys. And I'm able to basically defend by locking my hands together. He's got a pretty good bite on the triangle. Could be a little deeper, but he's getting it tight there. But I'm able to lock my leg over, try to create a little bit of space, and now I really go for this. So I'm gonna throw that one leg over, and then I'm gonna throw that other leg over. So it's working here. It's pretty deep, but he's looking to make it even a little bit deeper. And there I go for it. So I step one leg over, step the other leg over, and then I'm going for the legs. So from here, I'm trying to look for a Mikey lock or a toe hold or something like that. But yeah, I was able to get something there. I think what happened was, I think he yelled. I don't know what happened, but for some reason I thought that I had him, so I let go, but I didn't really have him. And rather than get confused, we just kept going. Because whenever something like that happens, I just like to keep going. Like, who cares? It's not a tournament. Sometimes if you think you submitted someone in training but you didn't, it's like, whatever, just freaking keep rolling. But anyway, we keep rolling, and he's able to hit a nice little guard pass there, get to the all fours position, and then he steps on over, and he's able to get that arm bar. So he did a really good job of locking that up, and he got me. So that was beautiful setup, and definitely one I'm going to be studying for a moment, see what happened there. And yeah, that was a really slick little arm bar. Actually, my shoulder still a little bit sore today, a couple days later, but yeah, great round. True shit.
Well, I'm back now. I'm feeling pretty beat up, pretty tired. Got some good rounds in today. So I'm going to go jump in the river, which is getting ever more chilly, and try to get some recovery in before I go to sleep and train again in the morning.